We're now in the Car Museum of Malta, and there are some absolutely glorious cars here. I'm just going to take you through that. I believe it's a Triumph TR3, which is going back well to the 60s, maybe even the 50s, and absolutely beautiful. The next car we come across is one of the old BMW Izettas. I used to call them a bubble car when I was a child, but absolutely marvellous. And there we are, Blues Brothers, just showing us the way. And then we're going to just walk around and have a look at the rest of the cars and the other exhibits in the museum. Up there you'll see some old radios, some of the first transistor radios that came out again in the 50s and 60s. And of course, being in Malta, we're going to have to see a lot of Italian classics, of which here is one. Absolutely beautiful. Funny how a lot of the colours are red. And then here, if I'm not mistaken, this is an old Ilman Himp, which I used to really want one when I was about 11 or 12. But really nice. Scooters, of course, we're bound to get some scooters here because it is Malta and we're close to Italy. Now here we have a Lotus. Can't tell you which model it is, but in glorious yellow. Absolutely brilliant. I know I'm getting an electric car soon, but you can't beat some of these old models. And that's me taking photographs of taking photographs. This is a Lotus Elan. No, I'm wrong. It's a Ford Lotus. And I used to really want one of these way back in about 1968 or so. This was the thing to have, especially with that green stripe going down the back. Marvellous. Okay, walking onwards. Anybody recognise this one? This is an old Vespa, but still an amazingly good condition, these. And here we have an Auto Union, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was the previous Audi. I've never seen this car before, not quite sure what it is, but it looks brilliant. The other thing I've noticed is the collections of model cars, and that is something I started to do years ago with Dinky Toys and then sort of gave up. Maybe I should have kept it, because I'm sure they will have plenty of money now. An old jukebox there. And the classic Mini Cooper S. Great rally car. We'll just go round first and then we'll be going down to see all those cars down there. And an old-fashioned TV, which would have been the height of elegance back in the 60s and 70s. Just going to have a small break now and we'll come back to it in a moment. Now, you won't see many of those on the streets. This is a Morris Minor pickup truck, and I must admit I can never remember seeing one of those. I've had Morris Minors in the past. We've got I think it's called a Mini Clubman here. And you don't see many of those about now, or a mini pickup truck there. This is a Morris Minor pickup truck. And again, some more beautiful, beautiful cars. I don't know which one I want most. This is an Alfa Romeo Giuliana. Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, Giulietta Sprint Special 1960. Over there, everybody will recognise that. MGB GT. Again, another car I used to love. Triumph. Amazing. To keep these cars in this condition, I think is well worth the price of admission. I really do. This is, I think this is what they call a boxer engine. It comes from an Alfa Romeo. I can't believe just how beautiful these cars are. Let's have a closer look at this one. Left-hand drive. By today's standards, I mean, I'm sure it's not great as a driver, but to look at, amazing. Go in the cinema, Maria. Oh, just that quick look. Okay, just been watching in the cinema some of the older cars in the Mille Miglia, and some of those cars look as though they come straight out of here. You wouldn't think this was much of a car, but it really is a classic. Alfa Romeo, Fiat I think must have taken them over and came with a 124 and a 127. Now here's a couple of absolutely beauties. American sports cars. You can tell the difference because they're so much bigger. Now I don't know when this Corvette's from. We'll go and have a look. They put all the information on the windows. 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Roadster. I mean, look at the inside of that. Is that not beautiful? The way that they've designed that is beyond my comprehension. Absolutely love it. Here we have a Ford Thunderbird. Again, absolute classic sports car, but not very fast. But even so, the condition is amazing. Just look at that there, absolutely amazing. And finally I'm going to have a quick look at this one at the end. Oh, it's another Corvette. But different model. I think I actually prefer that one to this one. Just a little bit of a Ferrari look-alike with the gear stick. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Okay, we're going to go downstairs now and have a look at the rest of the cars in there. I love the way they've put little tables and chairs so you can just sit and look and discuss. Now this is the old section. Not quite sure what that one is or how it goes. NSU motorcycle, you don't see many of those around. And an old BSA, my dad would have had one of them. And some of the clothes from the period. Ah, brilliant. Well worth the €10 to come and have a look at this lot. Just give you a quick overview of all the cars that are at the next level in here, and then we'll start again in a minute. Okay, here we go again, down some more stairs. Advertising pictures of the past. And the first thing we see is a boat. I thought it might have been a boat stroke car, but no, it's just a boat. Very nice though. Wouldn't mind one of them. And of course, we have to have Ferrari. This is Malta, just across the road from Sicily and the boot of Italy. There's no doubt about it. Ferraris are beautiful. But then so is that. Classic E-Type. And another classic E-Type. And another classic E-Type. So they're not doing too bad. This was the Series 2 convertible Sport 2. Just pop over here for an Austin. Great mark, great mark. But of course long gone, along with British Leyland, who they took over from. I think this was probably my favourite, slightly later model. This was actually restored here in Malta in the museum. Back there is actually the garage where they do most of the repairs. I have no idea. That is, but well, that's 1930, I think. Very nice. You just see me walking about, running about in that, and of course we've got to have the classic Rolls Royce. But when you see the size of this compared with most of the cars here, and of course, you know, almost every Rolls Royce that was ever made is still on the roads today. That looks like another TR something. 405. I should know, but I don't. Or is it an Austin Healey? No, it's an Austin Healey, not a Triumph. That looks as though it's getting bigger and bigger. This is a Mercedes 190 SL. Again, unbelievable. We don't make cars like this anymore. We really don't. Well, that's pretty much a view of all the cars that are on display here. So I'm going to turn off now and we'll continue some other time.
They decided in 1993